So the first editor I want to show you is the content editor. And this is where you'll be changing the content that you are putting on the page, the stuff, the PowerPoints, the documents that you want to show off to people. So to enter this editor, you're going to be at the home page of your site, which to get there, just go back a step. You're going to be logged into your Google Sites for the Galen Brennan portfolio, and then you're going to click on your website. That's going to get you here. And then, just as an example, we'll go to your work-related portfolio because it has more actual content on the page. Alright, so to edit your content, you're going to use the content editor, which is this pencil on the top of your page. So you click that, and that's going to get you to the content editing. So here is where you can change the titles of the pages. So you could add Brennan, but I won't do that. But just for an example, so if there's text on the page, in the content portion of the page, this is where you would change that. And for the documents that you've embedded, this is also where you would change that. So this is the text box that you would give context, you would put the text down that gives context to your Google presentation, your PowerPoint presentation for Systems Perspective Classrooms. So to do that, you would go ahead and click on the text box, and it's going to highlight these different things you can do with the text box. So you can align it in different places with these buttons. You can align it to the left, to the right, or to the center. Here is where you can have it wrap. This text can actually wrap around a picture. So if you had a picture, say for instance, right below it, the picture would be brought up and the text would wrap around it. You would turn that on right there, to turn it off right there. To change the actual text in this gadget, you're going to go to the Properties gear, click that, and it's going to bring up where you would change the text. So you can change the title of the text. You would maybe write, so right here it is context for document, but you would maybe write the title of the PowerPoint presentation that you're giving context to. And then you'd click in here. This is where you're going to put the text that's going to show up, is in this box right here. So to change the text, you're going to highlight it and then writing new text. And I'm not sure why this is this color. I think it has to do with the template that we chose. But when this is displayed on the page, it's not going to look like this. So yeah, and to change sort of the style of the text, you just highlight it, and then you can make it bigger. You can make it change some of the fonts, and these are the main fonts that are available on the web. So most computers will have these fonts built into their computers. It's just a way to standardize your text. And then you can change the color of your font if you'd like. You can change sort of the background if you'd like. This button right here is where you could create a link. So it's kind of like making a hyperlink. So if you wanted to say, I don't know, for instance, visit this news website, click here. And so if you wanted the click here part for people to be able to click on that, and then that would take you to any website you'd like. So you'd go ahead and highlight this, click here, and if just stepping back a second, you could use this to maybe when you're giving context to something you did for Gateway to College Network, you could say, so instead of using this random example, for instance, you could say visit the gateway to College Network by clicking here. And that way people can, it's an easy way for people to see, or an easy way for people to get to websites that you might want them to go to. So again, going back to do that, you would highlight the part that you want people to click on, and then click on this link right here. And then that's going to take you, you can either go to pages that are within your website, or you can go, say for instance, click web address, and then you could click in, see, I'm not sure what the Gateway to College Network website actually is, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to find it. So it's gatewaytocollege.org. You would just copy that URL, or if you already know it, you can just write it right in. And then you control click right here and paste it in there. And then you probably want to open that in a new window, so you will probably want to do that. And what this does is when people click on this link, it doesn't just load over your digital portfolio page. It would open up a new tab, and so they can still go back to, they can still see your digital portfolio page very easily. So you just click OK on that and then save. And so to see what we did right here, whenever, so if you ever want to get out of this content editor, just come on up to the save button right here. And so there you go. This is the new, this is what we did the changes in here for the text element, text box gadget as they call it for Google Sites. And just for instance to see how that worked, you could click on the clicking here button and it would take you in a new tab to the Gateway to College website. Pretty cool. And while your website is still displayed in their browser. So that is one thing you can do with the content editor. Just real quick, some other things. So say for the PowerPoint presentation, if you wanted to edit something within this, you'd go ahead and click on it, and it has the same options as the other one did. Align it different places. But to change, more options to change, you'd click the Properties gear, and that'll take you up here. So what you can do with this element that you've added on the page, this PowerPoint presentation that you've embedded on the page. So you can change the title of it. You can not have a title at all. You can get rid of a border that's around it. You can have it start the slideshow as soon as the player loads, and as soon as the web page loads, basically. You can also restart the slideshow at the last slide if you wanted a presentation to be in a loop. You can also change the size that the PowerPoint is presented as. You can, right now it's at medium. You can say you want to make it a little bigger. You'd make large and then press save. And then to see how it changed it, go up to save.